Oh. Hey yo, welcome back to some more Gulatt. I'm not well. It's been a while since I've done a recording. I've done a stream, but I've not done a recording for a while. I really ought to though, because I need to cover the story more. The chapter 5 story, at the very least. I can do chapter 0 to 4 again, if need be. I've done them on the stream, it was fun, but how do I say this? I really read it once, so it kind of defeats the purpose really the second time. Now I'm just collecting these base materials, I guess. Visiting other people's dormitories, helping them clean up the place, hustling the cash, stealing the shit. I can't find the stuff to steal shit from. Never mind then. It's so weird. That one has so many what's it called? It has so much furniture, but not a single one of them is cleanable. It's bizarre. It's weird like that. I still have 5 more to go. I just need to look for 5 more nope, that's not it. I can't find any. Okay. That's enough blind searching. Let's focus fire on a fan with actual parts to clean. There we go. Using a button on the bottom left is quite useful to switch around to the bases, but it can also come as a detriment in that you can't exactly it also comes as a detriment in that you can't exactly choose which friends you're visiting, and so you tend to get darts, like what I did. Yep, that's all of the cleaning to do, at least for now, for today. These are my friends. This I'm not sure. Probably people who are the same level, same constitution as me. I don't even know. 非洲来的孩子 Oh, a child from Africa. Fancy. 畜生 Oh my goodness, that guy's a monster. These are my supports. I'm probably going to change a couple of these here and there. I'm not sure actually. Should I use these with I never really checked if this was the suitable skill to go with Fedora. In any case, let's lock these 3 for now. Let's lock these 3 for now. They're locked? Okay, now we can remove them. 撤下 You do best with this one. Oh boy, I don't think I have any for tactics. I have one for specialists. This is for arts users, vanguards. I have one for what's that called? Defenders, supporters, snipers, medics, and I even have one for guards. I just don't have one for tactics. Unfortunate. Oh, I have one for tactics. She's using it. Scorpion Lady is borrowing it. No dice there. No dice there at all. So they want 部署后的5秒内自身2%的生命值、5%的防守力、5%的抗性会转化为等额攻击力。 So I want to use her as a heli drop unit to deal with enemies. Got it. I just don't have the chips to support her right now, I guess. So I guess I'll just do whatever. I have one for music, I have one for the player, so I need one for the electricity. Even if she doesn't get buffed by the part over here, I think the bonus that's achieved from having a 3-piece is significant enough to keep it on her, even if it's nonsense. Even if it's nonsense. Okay, I don't know why you have this. This does not look like suitable equipment for let me just lock this as well. Yeah, this does not look like suitable equipment for her. You would do better with this one as well. I have one for tactics, right? No, I have one for specialists here, right? Guards, vanguards, duties. Good God. Yes, and Fedora's borrowing it. I'll just take it from her. Okay, that's a music note, so I want either you or the lightning bolt. Heavy duties, vanguards. How about the lightning bolt? Any luck here? Nope. Not at all. I guess I'll just wear it here. Whatever. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I don't ever mind these details too much, honestly. It's not that important. Optimization is nice and all, but it doesn't define everything, and it shouldn't define everything. Ugh. Not bad. Not bad at all. How's everyone been doing? The heat wave in Taiwan has been murderous, as you can guess from how I'm unwell as of now. It's so bad that I actually managed to what's that called? I actually managed to cook something with the heat. I got a pan out in the yard. If this is called a yard, garden, yard, whatever. I have this large rock outside my house, between the gate and my door, lying along the outside there, and it got really hot during the middle of the day. It was really hot. It's like, oh god, it's like you can't even approach that thing without feeling like the heat sizzling and radiating from it. And I thought, okay, if the rock is this damn hot, I may as well like cook something nice on it. How do I say this? 就趁火打劫吧，打铁趁热的那种感觉。To take advantage of something while it's happening, I think. So what is it called? I put a pan on it and I cut up some mushrooms, some portobello mushrooms, put them there and let them sun dry, like bake under the sun. So the pan was on top of the rock and the mushrooms were on top of the pan. It smelled nice. I can't believe the sun managed to bake the mushrooms so well, but it worked pretty well. I'm just glad I have something over there to cover up and keep myself from the heat while that was happening, which is very nice, very fancy. Oh yeah, I never did show you PvP. So the PvP system lets you win like what's it called? Rewards based on the number of clears you've done. This number here is affected by what's that called? The number of stars you've managed to acquire or accrue during your tenure. Let me just demonstrate, for example. This is a, how do I say this? This is my own team. I'm planning on like let me just change the name here. 无奈的时候。无奈的时候。Okay. So this is for when all hope is lost. When I'm out of like new units to borrow and stuff like that. these are the units that you are able to borrow. You can see how some of these have like a 3 out of 3 on the side over there. Yeah, that's the amount of times you get to loan or borrow the unit. I'm gonna put you... Actually, no, I'm not gonna use you. I'm going to use someone slightly weaker, so I can save her for a rainy day. Save her for a future emergency event situation. I'm gonna use her. I'm gonna put her... Which one was I planning to use? You, I guess. Put those two together. Put my, what's that called? Put my, not my Scorpion Lady, but put a Scorpion Lady there. Going to use, Ow over here. I still don't like her name. I still don't like her name, unfortunately. I'm also going to use Tianjin over here. Apparently her name is Tianjin. But the text here is so damn small that I couldn't see it very well. Well, this is what happens when you're old and can't really read as well as you wish to. But that's the strategy I have going forward. I will use those. I'm planning on bringing the Defender version up. I'm also planning on bringing this version up. Okay, so you, what's that called? Mr. Messenger will be the secret to... What the heck happened there? Okay, so Mr. Messenger here will be the key to breaking apart some of the rush strategies that I've seen applied on this particular game mode. Aside from that, I'm also planning on bringing her Bison, a fairly powerful unit. I will probably raise my own her Bison to a fair degree. But aside from that, I'm also going to bring... Who should I bring? You, I guess. See, the thing with it is that for most of these maps, well, for most of the units, at least in the earlier ranks, they tend to have a very peculiar way of approaching strategy. So they will most likely start off with a specific series of units, which I can only think that I'm playing against an AI or like a non-human character or something like that for PvP. But the thing with it is that whenever I face opponents, at least in these lower ranks, they always start out in a very specific pattern. Let me show you what this pattern is to convince you that I'm not crazy. So they're going to start with this purple lady, they're going to start with the sword guy next, and then they're going to start out with and then the third unit put down will usually be the sniper or Yaston. Well, sniper with Yaston, in fact. That's the common strategy that they have used. Let me just try and demonstrate to you how exactly they work. Okay, let's watch for the enemy. They're going to put it at the bottom, that's fine. I'm going to put it on the top. Put you on the top. That's okay. That's okay. They just start with this one and they start with this particular unit. I'm gonna assassinate that unit, stop him from doing damage. Keep them from doing damage. Put you here. Going to vacuum that unit away. Keep my units fairly safe. I'm gonna put Tianjin over here. I'm gonna swarm them. Yeah, they're attacking my base, sure, but it's a fairly weak unit that's striking at my base right now, so I'm not that worried. I'm not that worried. It's stealth, that's okay. I'm gonna assassinate this particular unit. Let that attack my base, that's okay. That's okay. That's funny. Have they already taken out my scorpions? That was fast. Wow. I never expected it to go so quickly. Oh, they assassinated me. I'm not sure if I'm playing against a player unit or something, but usually this goes in a very atypical fashion. Like, nothing inspiring level of how do I say this, gameplay. Nothing fascinating about it. Tends to be incredibly boring. Usually. I'm impressed though. This is probably one of the few times I've seen... Really, I'm not pulling it over. Oh, okay then. I thought I would be. Well. A Bison, you're up. Snipe them down. pick off the Yaston, that's okay. See, they often start off with this unit and they start off with like a chain of other units which are kind of lame, honestly. If I'm being honest. I'm going to break apart her shield bearer here. Wait for that guy to come over. They usually put her, put him, and then put the sniper lady. Like that. Just like that. Just like that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull him away to keep, what's it called? To keep the unit delayed as long as possible. I'm going to put the defender now. That enemy hurts a lot. Wow. Wow. I've never seen that one before. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, her bison and Qianjin going in there. I'm going to vacuum. Hopefully break one of those. If I can break two of them and I can keep these two, then it is technically my victory. I'm going to stall them out, keep them from doing anything funky with that. I'm going to just stall them out as long as humanly possible, and I win PvP this way. There, that's basically what PvP is. Break the opponents, keep yours alive, and hopefully you'll be able to win that way. My rank is fairly low. I intentionally lost some stages just so I could enter easier ranks. Not terribly inspiring, but I'm not sure. The person I fought against, if it was even a person, or if it was like one of these units that happened to be part of the cycle or something like that. I don't even know. Was I fighting a real person? Was I fighting an AI? It's so confusing to me. I don't understand. It's a big mystery. I don't understand. I do not understand at all. And perhaps I never will. I'll have to live with the fact that I probably never will. Anyway, today I'm probably going to do a bit of roguelike, and then we'll move on to the story part. I'm probably going to spend these AL chips only on these four at the bottom here. This one here is a I don't remember what it is anymore. 随机协同记录. It was something about what's that called? I don't remember. It was something about borrowing units, I think. I'm not sure. E module. This one's a imaginary module. Well, no, ego module, I guess. This one's useful for a couple of things. I'll show you later. This is a beta type. What's it called? Beta type ego serum. Basically gives you energy to continue with the story stages. It basically gives you energy to play more stages. This is the alpha type of the serum. Over here, you see these coins that are shown up here. These are the coins that you earn during PvP. So I could spend it on these tickets to pull for the gacha later. I could also spend it here to gain these crystals. I'm not sure which one to spend it on yet, so I'm just stockpiling these for a while. I really should be spending them. Oh wait, no, I spent it on these. Okay, so I'm just using the PvP to grind out like the most expensive materials without even checking if it's worth it or not. It probably isn't. Let's be honest, it probably is not worth it. But that's just how it goes. I'm going to do roguelike just so in hopes that I can unlock this one, and this one. Well, this one maybe not, but these two at the very least. That's what I'll be doing later. This is a shop that spends the ego modules that I talked about earlier. I could use them to purchase Yaston's sword potential. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save it a little longer, see what else rolls along, see what else comes along. This one's the the chip for Yaston's guard form, and this one's the chip for Yaston's sniper form. This one's for Yi Sui Pian, which would translate into ego fragments. These fragments are gotten from pulling gacha, and you get more of these when you pull duplicates. For example, if you let me just use an operator as an example. I have a Fudora at port 6 already, so if I pulled another Fudora, it will give me bonus. Fairly straightforward system. If you understand Arknights and its system for refunding stuff, you'll be able to understand this to a relatively large degree. Let's get on with this then. I've promised this and I shall deliver. Okay, last we left off, I got these modules. Okay, this one, I'll need to brighten my screen a little bit. Hang on. Okay, 单场战斗中，累积有五名或以上不同的机个体或超能体的时候，后续己方所有的 Oh god, the words are so small. 后继所有己方所有机格体或超体的攻击力、移动速度加50%。If I have 5 or more different types of units on the field, that is, if I do a very spammy strategy and like drop a lot of units into play very quickly, then these units will have like a bonus 50% attack as well as 50% movement speed, which is pretty good. Pretty good, I would say. If you click on the one at the bottom here, you get to see which one of these buffs are considered part of the what's it called, the bonus that you're having here, which is 轻型 轻量, yes, which would mean lightweight. So I have this one at the top here, this one, as well as this one. I probably, yeah, you can find what they are if you dig around and try and search. This one is reduce the cost of the first deployment by 2 for all units, but it won't affect future deployments. So it's sort of a very short-term bonus, provided you can keep your units alive. This one is for when you have 3 or more units on the field, all units will gain 8 SP per second, which is really powerful. I can't even stress how powerful that is. Let me see. When you deploy a unit, any unit at all, be it Gaston or your regular units, they will receive 30% of their skill. The skill will charge by 30%, which is pretty good for some units. 场上的己方医疗的超机个体或超体使用周围的使周围的所有己方单位每秒获得4点能量，不可添加。How do I say this? If you have a medic on the field, they will have an aura that helps your units restore 4 energy for their skills. Alright. 单场战斗中，首次部署费用大于10的地个体，返还6点费用。If you deploy a unit that costs 10 or more during battle, no, the first time you deploy a unit that costs 10 or more, you will refund 6 of the deployment points. 场上存在费用大于10的地个体时，所有敌人的攻击力-20%。When your field has a unit that has 10 or above cost, all enemies' attacks will drop by 20%, which is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. I think that's the last bonus, right? I can't go any further. Nope, I can't go any further. Alright, that's enough reading for now. I'm gonna start clearing stages. Then you can see how I suffer. That buff I got earlier allowed me to keep up to 17 of these. Earlier I had 7 out of 16, now I have 7 out of 17, which is pretty good. I am pretty stacked for this run, so I think I can have the freedom of choosing which stage or which stages I wish to clear. But you can have a small glimpse of my current team in action, if you're so inclined. Let me see, 2 vanguards, yep. Specialists, let's move you all the way to the back, swap with that one. two summons, no, two tacticians, one support, one factory support, and two specialists. Do I want two specialists, or do I want to swap you out for her? If I have more expensive units, I profit from them, and if I have an expensive unit like Sun, then enemies will have minus 20% attack. So this might be the setup I want to go for. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Okay. Unfinished episode. If episode is even the right word to use for this. Alright, approach him for a bit. I'm gonna put the both of you here. After you're done, I'm gonna put the medic down as soon as possible. Keep them healthy. Put what's that called? Fudora down. She's really big. Oh no, she's not the one who's big. It's the map which is small this time. Alright then, fair enough. Let's put this here. Let's vacuum. Very nice. Now let's let our units slowly pick off those. I'm gonna drop you now, so they have reduced attack. Going to plop you down because nothing's attacking the bottom right now. Oh wait, no, there are scorpions down at the bottom. Good. With both of these down, enemies will have negative 20% modifier to their attacks, which would make it easier to clear these stages. You can see how I overwhelm them because I have 5 and above. I have at least 5 units on the board. Well, I have at least 5 unique units on the board, and that is really compounding the sort of power that I can pull out. Let me see. 所有敌人的移动速度-20. All enemies move at 20% slower speed, I suppose. 单场战斗中，每个医疗职员的地壳体或超体首次部署时，获得180能量. So every time you put a medic down, they will instantly have their skill ready to use and burst. Not bad, not bad. 单场战斗中首次部署异能的职业的地壳体时，返还50%的部署费用。The first time you deploy a arts user, like my son earlier, you refund 50% of the cost that went into deploying her. In the interest of this particular buff, this particular buff here, Cheng Chen, which is what's that called? Which is a powerful, no, which is a module that makes your units tankier and more powerful. I'm going to pick this one, even though I don't really like that bonus. I'm just going to pick it for the sake of having that buff, I suppose. A Song of Ice and Fire, that's a fun stage. 强攻奇异, this one is, if I'm not wrong, the one that summons a bunch of these drills, which you have to break through, and also a couple of these snipers. I'm not sure which one I want to go for. Song of Ice and Fire, I've demonstrated this one before, I think, so I'm going to demonstrate this one, I guess. Sure. Let's use this one. Why not? I should use her Bison. No, her Bison's not leveled, so he's not that strong right now. Although I would love to use her Bison, make no mistake, her Bison's fairly powerful as a unit. Okay, that's 4 units, that's 5. Everyone has increased attack and attack speed. Let's vacuum all of these units together. Very well, very well. Next, I'm going to put Sun, lower all of their attacks, and get ready to deploy you. Very nice. That's my full board down, right? Nope, Yason's down. Okay, that's my full board down right now. I'm going to wait for the enemies to come to me, which sounds kind of gross actually. Waiting for the enemies to come to me. How does that sound so obscene? I don't understand. Whatever. But yeah, you can see how spammy this whole build happens to be. These drill bits stop for nothing except for these structures. It's a structure breaker, if you will. Specializes in breaking these structures, attacking them. You see how much damage they deal to the cannons while ignoring my units. Like, my units don't matter to them at all. Yeah, that's a sort of monstrosity that these drill units are. Thankfully, when you have a Tianyi, which is her, summoning a whole bunch of these units, they sort of get body blocked by the drones, which is fun, which is pretty fun, and they can't go anywhere. They're literally stuck. You know that meme from a Counter-Strike where they literally scream like, "Door stuck! Door stuck! Door is stuck!" Yeah, that's basically this, but reenacted to a unfortunate degree. This one, 己方所有费用大于或等于14的这个攻击力70%. If you have a unit that costs at least 14 or more, which I don't, they will gain 70% attack. That sounds fun. This one increases the cost of all units that cost larger than 8. For all units that cost 8 and above, no, not 8 and above, above 8 cost, which is 9 and above, they will gain they will cost more DP to deploy, but they will gain more power. I also want this particular 集成 buff, which is pretty good, so I'm gonna go for this as well. Alright, which do I go for? The one that has more points, or the one that looks like this? This one, if I'm not wrong, is a swarm stage, so there's a lot of these units dotted over here, there's a lot of these units dotted over there. They spawn in progressively, and then for these, they'll be spawning down here and up here, and these will spawn here and here after these have been defeated. So it's a very swarmy stage, and the objective, if I'm not mistaken, is just to break the opposing relay point. So depending on what setup you're using, you could break that very easily, or you could struggle very hard with it. This one, let me see. If I'm not wrong, this one has your relay over here and a bunch of enemies that spawn in over here, here, and here, moving all the way towards the left, which is where your relay point is. So you have to defend your relay point to the bitter end. I am going to go with this, I suppose. Wow, they cost 14 now. Oh wait, if they cost 14, then doesn't that mean they qualify for the requirement that I was looking at earlier, where units that cost 14 or more get 70% attack? Oh, that would have been sick. That would have been really sick. Oh my goodness. I should have thought about that. Well, too late. Alright, 5 units down. That's a bonus attack is up. I'm gonna put Sun first, and then I'm gonna put Yaston over here. Start dealing us damage to this guy over here. Keep them weak, keep them vulnerable. Put Tianyi over there to start accumulating the what's that called? To accumulate these flyer drones, so they can start body blocking the enemies, dealing additional damage, and so on. Yaston bombarding the back line, making sure that they'll meet a sorry end very soon. Vacuuming them, reducing their DPS significantly. That's good. More. Okay, that's good. That's good. They're chunking them down. Very nice. Okay, next I'm gonna use Yason's skill again. Gonna put Fedora down. Going to use her again. Vacuum all the enemies in. Keep them busy. Keep them occupied. Very nice. Tianyi down again to summon more drones. This is a deathmatch stage, so what's that called? The enemies have a deathmatch towards your relay point, so you'll have to break them up. How do I say this? Relatively quickly before everything goes to crap. This one is for initial deployment -3, which is quite useful, but I'm not sure I need it. 己方有所费用小于8的攻击力加10. This one, for units that cost 8 and below, their attack will increase by 10%. A very mild buff, I don't hate it. This one decreases the initial cost of the units. Not that bad. 场上的己方重装强烈的okay, so guards and defender units will give surrounding units +15. 不可知价. Let me think. I have I don't really use guards or defenders very much, so I don't think I can take advantage of this particular buff in any significant manner, which is kind of unfortunate because Chun1 is quite strong when you get to like the further parts of Chun1, which really ramp up like the amount of damage you can deal. Like this one, for example. This one says every operator that's, well, every 地格体 or 超体 that's on the field, 己方所有的地格体还有超体的攻击力、防守力和异能抗性。So every, what's that called? Every unit will gain plus 15% based on the number of what's it called? Based on the number of units on the field. So if you have your whole ensemble there, you effectively get 135%. That's Yaston with 8 units to bring into the squad, which is really powerful. So I like this, but the problem is I'm probably going to go for this because having my smaller, cheaper units deal a bit more damage is very helpful, especially early on. I can't count on an early, what's that called? I can't count on the medic coming down that early, so I'm going to bring this one. Alright, I can only go for this one. This event demands that I sacrifice this objective HP in order to attain treasures. I spent 5% of it to gain a treasure. That was fast. This one affects, this buff here affects, this buff affects only firepower slash gunboat slash sniper units. So when you have 2 snipers on the field, all sniper 地格体 or 超体 will gain 30% attack speed. Not bad, but I'm probably not going to use it. This one's for letting go of a treasure to gain another one. Letting go of 2 treasures to gain one that is better. I have 2 treasures to let go of, I guess. I can let go of this one. Were you the one I wanted to let go of? Not really. You? Nope. You? Nope. You? Nope. You? Nope. Do I want to let go of this? Do I? If I let go of this, let me think. If I let go of this, I get to spam more units and I don't have to worry about this clashing with this particular buff. And Jicheng is good, but not that effective for me, I guess. Or I could consider letting go of one of the Qingliang buffs over here. Not sure which one I should let go of then. This one maybe? That one buffs my smaller units. Yeah, I guess I'll let go of these. These 2 will be sacrificed. 两个相同品质的增. Okay, so I'll have to let go of this then. They must be of the same rarity grade in order to... Oh! Okay. Let me read these. 集成己方所有费用大于8的地格体加2，攻击力40，攻击速度加50。This one increases attack speed and attack power of units that are more expensive at the cost of making them costlier. So you really double down on increasing the cost, but you also double down, you also strengthen the units that you have. This one, 单场战斗时，首次部署费用大于8的地格体时。The first time you deploy units that cost 8 and above, 该地格体最大生命值加300%，但是力竭后无法再部署。So you can super buff your units. You can deploy them. No, units that cost 8 and above, you can deploy them and they'll super buff by 300%. But you won't be able to deploy them for the rest of the battle. Useful, but not in this scenario. I have a factory unit that emphasizes on losing HP in order to generate a lot of drones. So this one clashes with the plan I'm going for. I'm probably going to go with this one then. 单场战斗中，累积部署6次或以上低格体超体后 ，OK。You stock up the number of deployments, I guess. 后续己方所有低格体的费用-4，最低为0。So for every 6 units that you deploy, you can lower the cost of all units by -4. This is fancy. This is fancy as well. I'm conflicted between these two. If I go with this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these 轻量 buffs already. And for this, I have 1, 2, I have 1, 2. Wait, how do I only have 2 of these buffs? Oh, is it because I sacrificed one of these for this buff in particular? That might be it. So if I want to maintain this 集成 buff, I'll have to pick either this or this. I mean, I gave up the one for higher cost that only gave like what's it called? A brief attack boost. So this one gives an attack boost as well as an attack speed boost. Sun in particular, the caster that I raised recently, would benefit greatly from this, because having increased attack speed means that she gets to spam her talent more. I will probably pick this. I made them cheaper just to make them expensive again. Typical. 光明所指之处, let me see the lineup over here. I think this is one where there are 2 lasers over here, and there's a switch here that you can control where the laser will, which side will have lasers shooting out from. It's a good map to deal with because I think these 2 units are located all the way at the top left over here, and these 4 units will continuously spawn from the bottom. They'll keep marching from the bottom over to your relay point to destroy it. So that would be a fun experience to attempt. I see they are expensive again, but that's okay. This unit in particular, Yi Shantou, she will be useful for this stage. You will just have to wait and see how she's useful. Because I plan to meme a little bit. Just a little bit. I think I can afford to meme. I hope. Okay, the lasers are coming. Let's just wait a little while, wait for them to crawl over. Okay, plop her down. Plop her down as well. Very nice. Put Fedora down, keep the barricade right there. Now keep them all healthy. Put Yaston at the back line, make sure that they take damage. Next, I'm planning on, vacuuming all of these units to the top corner here. Make sure they're all stuck there, as long as humanly possible. Once my units start crossing that region, I will have to switch here, so the lasers go up on top instead. That way it won't hurt any of my units while I deploy them over here and over here. Great. Now I'm going to try and shift and pull these units a little bit more towards these lasers, just so I have no problems or complications later in the future. Keep going. Break the front line and start attacking this base. That's okay. I'm going to vacuum these units and try and use my Yaston to damage the. Oh snap! I didn't expect the relay point to break this soon. That was fun. Okay. 己方所有的地格体和超体部署时，获得100%能量，但是最大生命值-25。This will supercharge the skills of your units, but they all come down with -25% max HP, so they are a lot more fragile, a lot more prone to dying. 场上存在两个或以上的异能一级的地个体超体时 ，OK， 所有敌人的异能抗性-60。If I have 2 casters, which I tend to use for this particular team, I will have enemies with reduced 60% arts. That is gross. That is really gross. Holy crap. Holy crap. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? 己方所有的地个体超体攻击命中时使其移动速度-10%，多个地个体或超体的该效果可以增加，最多可增加至-30%。I think this is for slowing down the enemies when you attack them with, for example, faraway units. I'm going to stick with this one because it just came up to me. So I'll take it. Thank you very much. Okay, this stage, 巨兽. So there'll be a large enemy at the very end. There will be 2 devices in the center here, I think. One of them will spawn a ring of this unit. The next one will spawn a ring of these units. Then it will spawn a couple of pairs of these 2 here. And it will spawn a couple of pairs of these 2 again here. And this guy is just chilling all the way at the end over here. The 2 devices that I mentioned earlier for here allow you to stun all enemies on the field, stage, field, whatever you call that. Because of the treasure I obtained earlier, I might want to swap my loadout a little bit. I'm going to switch you in favor of Ripple. Baby girl. There you go. Because if I have 2 or more of these units, then every enemy gains a -60. What's that called? -60. What's the word I'm looking for? -60% resistance. So let's just put our units as soon as possible. Let's not delay. Very nice. Medic down. Start healing them. Yaston down. They start having reduced arts. That's good. Once they spawn, stun them all. Use Yaston to break apart the enemies that are the furthest away. Put you down. You're expensive again, but that's fine. Use Yaston skill again. I probably should have saved that for the next summon, but I have Tianyi coming down, so I should be fine, I think. Also, Yaston's skill charges like crazy. Look at how fast that goes up. Good God. Let's just wait. I want to use the skill, but let's just wait a bit. Alright, use this. Make sure to retreat Nibelline so he doesn't die. She doesn't die from that choke slam. That choke slam hack. That full body. I don't even know. He jumped up and he swung his axe down. That looked like it hurts. It looked like it hurts a lot. And I don't want Nibelline to get hurt. Because she's cute. Because she's cute. I'm just gonna buff that. Get one of these. And one of those. This will open up into a, what's that called? Into a bunch of goodies in 12 hours. I could spend some of my energy right now to instantly unlock it, but that would be stupid, so I will pass. This lets you skip forward. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to grind out these stages for bonuses. I think I've explained this stage before. It's a swarmy stage. It does a lot of swarming. In that case, let me think. I should probably... anything I want to change? I like Scorpion Lady, but I think this would be more useful for this particular stage at least. I think that's everything. Do I want to swap you out for diamond? So I have better, faster attack speed. Sure, let's go with that. I'm not taking full advantage of the treasure that allows me to speed up the... No, that allows me to weaken the resistance of the enemies. But I don't think it's that necessary for this particular stage. Let's drop you down, make sure they start hacking away. That's a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, do not die on me. I know these enemies hurt like gobsmacked. Gotschlag, but don't die on me, please. Don't die on me, please. Okay. Let's save that for when I need it. It's okay. Yaston down. Next is Qian Yi. No. Yeah, next is Qian Yi, I think. But let's vacuum them into a spot first. That is risky. Let's put Yaston's skill down immediately. They're hacking away the terminal already. That is gutsy. That is very gutsy. I'm not one to judge. There they are. They've summoned. So let me vacuum them to get... Oh. I might have become too powerful. Maybe it's time I start... hang on. Let me look at these. 所有大于8的地格体费用加2，攻击力30。All units that cost 8 and above get 30% attack, but also get more, what's it called? Also need more deployment points. This one reduces the initial cost of the units. Fairly useful. You've seen it in action a couple of times already. 己方所有地格体和超体部署5秒内，攻击力、移动速度加15%。After deployment, your units move like water. Move like water. Do I want that or do I want that? I'm not sure. Making units cheaper is nice and all, but will it affect any of my treasures that's already present? I'm gonna go with this then. Just in case it affects like the treasure that improves, this treasure, for example. Just in case. I don't think it does, but you never know. This one's强攻骑. Okay, it's the same map as before. There's a bunch of turrets here. They'll summon these in droves, and then they'll summon these drill things that will try and pierce through with a death march all the way to your relay point. We've done this stage before, and it has more points than the previous one, so I'm doing this one. I'm gonna swap you out for Sun. That way I can take full advantage of the stage, properties. This one, however, I'm going to switch back to Scorpion Lady because I have a lot of objectives to attack, and having 10 additional bodies to help deal damage and capture is useful. At least for this map. The roguelike is surprisingly helpful for this particular game mode because you really need it. I mean it, you really need the roguelike. Put the second one down. The good thing about the roguelike is that it's able to, provide you with periodic rewards. So if you're able to clear it, then in 12 hours, they'll provide you with a substantial reward that is very, very useful. You've seen what that reward thing is, although you've probably never seen me claim it before. That reward, in essence, is part of your, part of your economy, in that sense, in acquiring the things necessary for your, what's the word I'm looking for? You'll need that severely in order to ramp up and strengthen your units, because this game, unlike some games like Arknights, which has a base that allow you to generate resources, there are no genuine resource generations. There's no genuine resource generation system in this game that allows you to strengthen your units reliably. There's resource generation like the circles and triangles I talked about, the energy, the energy ampules, as well as like the as well as like the minerals that you can extract from the energy. There's that, but you can't strengthen your units with that. You can only roll in a gacha and hope that, you know, some of the stuff that you get from it, which is very minimal, would help your units in the long run. So you really depend on this roguelike mode for resources. OK， 己方所有火力或异能的地格体和超体部署时，获得58%能量。So this gives you 50% charge when you deploy snipers as well as arts users. 己方所有的医疗地格体的费用-2，攻击力提升10，医疗超体只提升18%的攻击力。This one gives you cheaper medics and slightly better attack. If you have Yaston on medic form, it will only give 10% attack. The cost doesn't matter for Yaston. 己方所有的地格体和超体受到的医疗效果加28%。Improve the healing received by all units by 10%. This one makes my units cheaper and has a good synergy with this one, where you want 5 different units down as soon as possible to capitalize on like the amount of damage that your units perform. That's why I'm going with that one. 宝物的怪物的宝藏。The monster's treasure? Devil's treasure? I'm not sure. I don't remember this map actually. This might be worth looking into. I don't remember this map. What was it? Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's a roguelike mode. I'm supposed to not know what the maps do. And going through this stage on recording means I get to look at it in the future for reference. That thing is flying towards me. I'm worried. Okay, let's put you down. Let's hold and put you repel after you've baited the unit into attacking that one. Very, very well then. Next I'm gonna put these again. Was the objective just to break this terminal? If it is, then I really don't have to spam all my units at the top. But I'm already doing it, so why stop here? Why stop now? The turret's not going to hit the unit at the bottom and trigger them towards the objective, is it? Will they stay asleep? Please tell me they stay asleep. Don't be like that guy. Okay, sundown. What's that called? Put down sun, put down fedora. Keep my units marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. I don't remember where that song is from, but it sounded nice. Oh, when the saints go, what the heck? Oh, when the saints go, what the heck? Your local Taiwanese cussing on stream. Using words like fucking and what the heck. Is what the heck a bad word? I don't remember. I feel like I should remember, but I don't. I'm worried. Okay, make all units cheaper by 1. However, reduce their maximum HP by 10%. That is an interesting choice. Increase all healing received and all enemies move slower. We've seen some of these buffs before. Do we want this or do we want this? I think that I value the units and the tankiness of my units since I'm using a swarm strategy. So the key with it is that the swarms need to be healthy enough that they can survive like 1 or 2 hits. I'm not at the point where they can one-shot all my... I'm not at the point where they can one-shot all of my summons, and taking this isn't a detriment because they get one-shot anyway. But since I'm not at that point yet, I want to go with this. Alright, what's this? 空降兵. This would be a gauntlet of sorts. this is where we start. This entire rectangle over here is where we can summon. We will have to march our troop all the way up, down, up and down to break this objective. There'll be a couple of these and a couple of these positioned around here, here and here. No, this one will be positioned here, here and here. This one will be positioned here and here. Once you defeat these things, they will summon these and summon these and summon these and these. Anything I need to watch out for in particular? This guy is resistant towards arts, so that's the only thing I have to watch out for. The rest of them are fairly weak to it. So the arts debuff is going to come in great, great utility, at least in this particular stage. You will soon learn. You will soon learn. And then after you've learned, after you've seen me break through this fucking stage, you'll have to suffer. You'll have to suffer another story chapter reading. You have to suffer another story chapter reading. Says it like it's so begrudging, it's so cursed. You have to suffer through it. Oh, it's adorable. Alright, put you down. Anyone dead yet? No one is dead yet. Good. Let's move that down. Keep Yaston's field right there, so it hurts both the machinery as well as the units that spawn. Very nice. My units are moving real quick. They're real aggressive. Whew! It's spicy. It's real spicy. I had a relic that allowed Tianyi to infinitely produce units and spawns. I had one, but I don't remember where it is now. You saw how quickly that guy melted despite having like a ludicrous amount of arts resistance. You now see the power of that particular relic, I guess. And now they are attacking this point. I have a minute left. That's more than enough, I think. This stage doesn't have summons to back up the units, which is fine and all. It's just that I don't think I've done the hard mode with like modifiers yet, which is why all of the enemies don't seem that difficult at the moment. But I'm going to add modifiers after I do like a complete proper run of this, so that's going to get spicy. I am forced to take 瓦解 OK 单场战斗中首次部署的异能会返移58% 的部署费用refund 50% of DP use deploy a unit. I feel like I have this already. Whatever. 所有敌人的防守力和抗性负38%. This weakens all enemies. This one seems like a very good one to get. 场上两位或以上的火力技能. So this is snipers get 30% if there are 2 or more snipers. I'm gonna pick this one because that's general and it helps all of my units very much. What is this? I get to choose which unit I want to bring? That's cute. You're a fairly powerful guard. You are a 保期, so you're a caster of sorts. And let me see. 释放她的闪电球. She release these lightning balls of hers. She's got balls. 目标间碰撞最多6次. Hits a target a maximum of 6 times. And each hit deals 145%. 西向激进中造成伤害将降低 25%. Okay, so that's a PvP part. It's to nerf her so she doesn't get too overpowered for PvP. That's not that important. This Mr. Ronin. Mr. Ronin is a vanguard. He helps to speed up deployments. Very nice. This is, if I'm not wrong, yes, a flying sniper. This one's a fancy one to have. My sniper's actually not that strong, so I'm probably going to end up picking you. I don't have a strong guard either, but I feel like a strong sniper is more useful, especially with my swarming strategy. Because I'm using a lot of swarmers, rushing and bombarding the enemy. I think I would stand to benefit a lot more if I use a swarm strategy with the sniper, since the sniper can stay right behind while like the swarms tank and blockade the enemy for me. This is Gulatt. Gulatt, if I'm not wrong, has an ability that sort of seals all your deployed units in stasis, which is really dangerous against my team actually, now that I think about it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let me think. Well, swarming units aren't that bad, and I can technically use what's it called, the button that's over here to like move my units out of the place and prevent them from being locked while she's using that skill. Sort of like how in some games where you teleport a unit, you can disjoin the projectiles. What's that called again? Dota? Defense of the Ancients or something like that. I can't fucking remember. I'm not English. Fuck that shit. Okay. Right. I guess I clear with this. Here we go. Whether I break the run or I make the run, we'll decide here and there. Here and now, before we read the story part. Story parts. Story part. Just one story part is good enough for now. Alright, I have an objective to capture. Let's move, let's go. They're going to get it earlier than me, aren't they? Yes, they are. That's fine. Stun them now. Keep them busy. Capture the tower before they do. Capture the... It's a good thing I can replay this stage. I did not capture the tower before they did, and that was embarrassing. Okay, put you, stun them before they even get close to the bloody thing. Put you. Alright, medic snakes. Once I have 5 of them, I can deal significantly greater amount of damage. You, stun down. Alright, that's good. I'm skeptical about putting my casters this early, actually. So I'll put Tianyi only, for now, only. I'm gonna use Yaston to break that. It's fine. Gulatt is slowly getting chipped down, that's okay. I'm gonna stun all units. It doesn't stun the tower. I am sad. I am very sad. But I will not let that sadness get me down. Nothing's ever gonna keep me down. I have 1 minute left or so. I am probably forced to deploy my my arts units here, just so I can break this particular unit here. But that's fine. I'm gonna stun. Never mind. My units are dying. My units are dying to the bloody thing. Okay, stop them. Let's hold off on that for now. Having specialists here would have been helpful, honestly, since they can preemptively break down those parts. Okay, noted. In the future, I want to bring specialists for this particular stage because they are useful for breaking down that part. Duly noted. Any chance I can redo this stage then? Let me think. I'll have to concentrate for a little. Oh my goodness, they kept the turret. How quick are they? How fast do they go? What the heck? Okay, I gotta move real quick. Alright, now I got the tower. That's good. That Fedora clone is really quick. She's really at the boss. I can't hold hold back and stall. I can't wait. I should wait, but I can't. I mustn't. I won't have enough resources if I wait and dawdle. Yason's slowly flying over there. Put it down. Start breaking that machine. That's okay. Spam my units up top. Break those things before they what's it called? Break those things quickly. Okay, I can stop deploying units for a while, I think. I can stop deploying units for a while. She's going to do that. In that case, I want to... Hang on. Put it at 1x speed and watch carefully. She explodes. Okay, now I reposition you. Ah shit, it still got her. It still got her. Should've waited for the particle thing to happen first. Bugger. Ah, nuts. Do I have enough DPS to break her? I don't know. I don't want to know. Do I? Do I have enough DPS to break them? I might have to restart the stage if I don't. Tianyi is still here, thankfully. But that's about all I got. And it's nice that my skill recharges this quickly. It's nice. Wow, she killed my Yaston real quick there. Without Sun being active, the amount of DPS I can afford to exert is kind of limited. But I think I can still break the boss with just this setup. It's beautiful. Let me see. 测控保持... Wait, what? I didn't even tap anything. No. It was too fast, too quick. Too fast, too quick. I couldn't do anything. 作战限制火力己方所有火力的职业的这个体费用加1 I could make my snipers more expensive, my casters more expensive. This one makes all of my units deploy with a 25% increased duration. This one, all units have minus 10% max HP. 所有敌人最大生命值 all enemies have increased max HP. 所有敌人攻击速度加 10%, 移动速度加 5%. All enemies have increased attack and increased movement speed. This one is 我方测控保护装置值有上限-1. This would be the maximum amount of buffs and bonuses I can keep with me are reduced, which is an interesting choice. Very sexy. I will probably play with this a little bit more afterwards, but for now, thank you for enduring the roguelike with me and enjoy the rather horrible story reading that I'm about to perform. This basically means what's it called? Manufacturing plant, I suppose. Ling2 Chun1.
好黑，好长的通道。
Oh, it's so dark. What a long passage. 在阴暗可怖的漫长通道尽头是一个悠长的实验基体。At the end of this long winding corridor is a testing ground of sorts, an experimental lab, testing grounds basically. 蛇形的实验机体中布满了累勒着危险光芒的培养铲。废弃物收集箱中满是报废的植物精华。Okay, within this serpentine within these serpentine testing grounds, it was full of like dangerous equipment with like EV lights and EV flashing lights and so on, and there are boxes of discarded crystal rings lying about.
这里是更换植物精环的地方。
This is the place where they replace the crystal rings.
好熟悉。
How familiar. Uh-oh. How familiar? That's not good. Is she remembering something she's not supposed to remember now? Is that the plot they're going with? I hope not. I really hope not, but that's not up to me to decide, I guess. So whatever.
居然在安塞博费上的地底吗？在猫咪的舟行下面。So it was located at the bottom. So it was located at the recycling plant of Ansaibo. At the bottom of Mamiat's. At the bottom of Mamiat's statue.
这一切真的和你有关吗？ Is this really all related to you, Mamiat? Mamiat.
这地方看着可不像什么正经的医疗点啊。This doesn't
look like a decent. This doesn't look like any decent or official, what's that called, medical center. You know, they say, we were brought to a medical center for like treatment and so on. That doesn't look like a medical center. You're not fooling anybody with that shit. Get the hell out of here, man. Anyway, 培养产的不明液体中，隐约有人类的固体浮动，闪耀的诡异光芒，更加。Seriously, when I'm recording, 你这瘪三，就趁人家在录音的时候来这种圈套，你也真是的他妈的 ！Excuse me, that was loud. Excuse me. Okay. The unidentified liquid inside of these what's it called? Inside of these chambers, the cylindrical chambers that you see inside of you, which is a sort of nutrition chamber. I'm not even sure. It's a suspension chamber, I suppose. There are bodies of people floating inside of them, and what's that called? And the display signals, the lights that are coming off of this particular construct is disturbing, to say the least. It's very, very disturbing. I think the part of it is that it's so disturbing that how do I say this? It causes people to wince, grimace, if that's the right term to put for that. The word's not translating through very clearly, but that's effectively what's happening with this particular scene. If the fucking vehicles outside can be quiet for a moment, they don't have to speed past just because the speed camera in Taiwan is not like kept. Are you serious? That's gonna get picked up. I hate living next to a highway.
指挥官，有人来了。
Commander, someone's coming. Hide.
准备一下，新生日就要开始了，去看看植物精环准备好了没有？
Get things ready. The new birthday is commencing. Check if the crystal rings are available. Noted. It's those dead. What's that? It's those undead troops. It's those dead and alive again troops. Basically undead troops. Sometimes I just want to drop caltrops in like the middle of a Taiwanese road and like keep them what's that called? Keep all of the tires that pass through that one highway popped. you know, at some point, the amount of traffic that passes by your house is just so vexing, so obnoxious, that you just want the road next to your house to be shut down permanently. Just put cow chops there, make all the vehicles that pass by get sabotaged, make them never cross that road ever again with a traumatic experience. In fact, do it like over the course of a few months, and people will stop using that road. There we go. That's the solution to noise pollution. Voila.
Oi, be careful.
Yes, I am sorry.
You stupid clumsy bastard. How long will it take for them all to completely transform?
你说现在干活的这批家伙
You mean the people that's working currently? Ah, who knows? We'll just have to leave it up to chance. Luck.
Oh. What is happening today? That is a lot of loud motorcycles that just passed by in the span of 5 minutes. I am tired. I am tired.
毕竟不是原本就适合转化的身体，改造谱完还是有失败率的。
This process doesn't necessarily work with compatible bodies. In fact, it uses both compatible and incompatible bodies, and so the conversion process is bound to have a failure rate. So basically, the crystal rings turn them into Levian troops at a much slower pace than they're supposed to. Interesting.
不过既然已经输入群体意义，目前还能帮忙干点活，也挺不错。
But since this has already reached the collective ego, the collective consciousness, what's that called? To be able to help out with manual labor, and to be able to help out with manual labor despite that is already, how do I say this? It's already a considerable advantage.
只是不知道这一次的新生日能有多少合格品。
The only thing that's an unknown so far is that for this new birthday, we are unsure how many candidates have the potentiality to become compatible. The Caltrops plan is becoming more and more attractive. It's been like 3 minutes since I complained. I complained at like 1 hour and 19, and now it's been 3 minutes, and like how many vehicles have passed by with like their engines roaring at like the loudest amplitude imaginable. What the hell's going on in Taiwan today, man? I get that it's hot. Okay, I get that it's hot. It's like at night already. You know, the sun's down, but it's like 30 degrees. It's no different from like daytime in that sense. Except it's cooler than daytime relatively, but it's still hot. I'm tired. People are tired. We should all just go to sleep.
如果最终无法成为合格品，这些家伙的下场和那些材料也没有什么两样的。
If they are unable to transform into if they are unable to develop their compatibility, then these guys have what's it called? These guys are no different from those those reagents over there in the corner. So basically, they're just used until they get to be compatible. But if they're not compatible, they're discarded. Kind of like Shadow's House. Have you watched the anime? It's fun. Okay.
说起来，基础材料也快没有了吧？这一次又要收纳一批新的材料供体啦。
Speaking of which, the base materials are running out soon, right? I'm guessing base materials will be something like the foundational materials, which is like the primary components that they require for this factory are in low supply right now. So they'll have to They have to go out to collect more supplies and resources again. 只靠植入金环，速度还是太慢了。To rely only on the crystal rings, the rate at which this is going is too slow. Too slow. 出现合体和基础材料，还要伪装成排斥反应的症状，将它们从人类中弄出来。To filter out those with compatibility, as well as to accumulate these base materials, we still have to pretend like these people suffered from withdrawal symptoms, just to scavenge them from the population of from Posong, which is kind of fucked up. But there you go. 这样苦心孤诣地为人类营造假象，真是引导。Okay, to go all this effort just to create this false image for people, it's very bothersome in a sense, but it's a fairly tedious process. 虽然如此，但杜林斯大人的战格并没有错误。这样针对性的培育，确实比漫无目的寻找高效得多。Even if the efficiency for this factory is low, the supreme commander of the Lawaians was right on that point. The supreme commander of the Lawaians had a wonderful strategy. They are sort of acknowledging and extolling the strategy used by the Supreme Commander. To treat the humans this way is much better than aimlessly searching for the objectives that they want to look for in the large city of Posong. Their numbers are growing, yes, but they don't have time or resource to. They don't have time or resource to necessarily help out with this problem. Oh my goodness! How much traffic are we going to get today? Good God! 旧时代时，人类不也曾经为了鲜美的肉品，给动物播放音乐吗？In the olden days, didn't humans play music for animals didn't humans broadcast music for animals as well in pursuit of higher meat quality? 一切的安排都是有意义的。All things have a purpose. Oh no, that's a terrible philosophy to go down. Oh god. All things have a purpose. Utilitarianism is inevitable. 也许只有杜莲斯大人能真正耐心地执行这个战格了。如果是格拉特大人 ，it seems only this supreme commander is able to apply this strategy with patience. If it were up to the Gulatt, which is the lady we fought earlier in the roguelike, if it were up to Miss Gulatt, 格拉特大人的身体what word is that? It's so tiny. I don't have a magnifying glass. 诺体已经接近崩裂状态了吧？必须快点找到那个少女才行。Miss Gulatt's body is slowly reaching the point of a collapse, isn't it? We have to quickly find that lady, the one that they call Haru. 林奈纯嘛，这个女人不知道跑到哪里去了。Miss Haru, I wonder where she ran to. This woman. So basically, I'm guessing that what's that called? I'm guessing that Haru has compatibility with Gulatt, the boss. So they probably want to convert her into a new vessel for Gulatt. That's pretty fucked up. 听到自己的名字，春害怕地往后退了一步。 Hearing her own name, Haru, what's it called? Haru stepped back in horror. Took one step back in horror. Seidanari! Who's there? And the fight begins. I'll leave that for another time. I've recorded long enough. My phone's going to explode, and goodbye. Take care, everyone. I'll see you next time.